Good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here to witness a wonderful talent that we have here, Rita Bell. I really admire her. Really, when I first saw her rehearsals, I am in disbelief. She is a painter, a doctor, a singer, a dancer. I mean, name it, she has it, right? But she invited me to come to speak about caregiving. I've been a caregiver to my youngest son, Joshua Hegwood, of course, since the time of birth. Mothers are naturally made to be caregivers from the beginning of having children and also taking care of the family and the partner in life. So, in the first 4 years of my child's life, Joshua, I didn't know that something was not right. But our attention was called by the school because he was not participating in the activities of the school. So after that, he was recommended to be assessed, his mental growth, and physical growth. They found out that he had cerebral palsy and his developmental disability is actually half, his age is only half of what a typical person is. In those days, there were really not much of a challenge because he was a very easy, very joyful child. So as the years went by, of course, there were more needs that needed to be met. At those times, I still had to work, of course, and be of help to my spouse in making a living. And of course, I'd like to mention my daughter, Christian Lay, was my partner. She was there for me to assist me in helping to raise Joshua. It was not so challenging because, like I said, his behavior was just like anybody. So when the time came when he was already 23 years old, for some reason or reasons, life changed. We had many challenges in life that he was not able to handle and accept. So he suffered a depression. He became bipolar, and on top of his being a cerebral palsy person, he had bipolar and schizoaffective disorder. So from 23 years old, Joshua started to crave to have a partner in life, and which of course I tried to help get it for him. You know how I overcompensated for his lack because I felt that was my duty as a mother to make him happy. But even with the efforts that we made to achieve that, it failed. So he continually became the way he was, very challenging. There was behavioral problems. We have problems with even finding crisis intervention, when he had a hard time coping with, and not understanding what's happening in his life because being developmentally disabled and intellectually disabled puts you in like a cage. And I see that. I really felt for him because there's nothing much I could do and us as a family but to make him comfortable, provide all his needs, and improve whatever talents and capabilities he had. So at the time that we thought at least the medications that were given by the psychiatrist kind of given him some kind of semblance of normality, and yet there will still be episodes. And the budget cuts continued, and we had a difficult time with the crisis intervention. So my caregiving with him increased and got even harder, and I had to give up my career for, it's not not entirely. I would still do a little bit real estate here and there, but my focus was Joshua for many years until last year when December came and he passed away at the hospital. His death was very sudden, shocking, and very heartbreaking for us. He actually aspirated, and due to, I guess, not the people not paying attention in the hospital to his needs, that happened. And the tragedy that we encountered was very hard to explain how we cope with it and how we're still coping with it. But being a caregiver comes from the heart. You learn a lot of things by being with people who really need your help and care. It's forgetting about yourself and really thinking of what they need, what's important to them, what makes them happy. Because of the experience I've had, I was able to at least contribute with the DD Council for 8 years to help the individuals improve their lives and to become self-advocates. Parents and guardians and relatives are encouraged to come forward. If they don't know what to do, ask questions. Don't be ashamed just because you have someone who is not capable to take care of themselves. And that's what you're there for. That's what we're here for. To be their strength, to be their support, and to love them unconditionally. So caregiving to me is a lifestyle that I have accepted. And I loved it because I loved him very dearly. And Christian did too. I mean, she did a lot for a young girl. My whole family, my eldest son, my husband, we all pitched in. And his caregivers that were given by the Department of Health, which we were very, very grateful for. So I would say I have no regrets that I had a child like Joshua. I'm very proud of him. And I am very much hopeful that I could help increase the benefits of the people who are in need like him. If there's anyone that needs help, please, my number, Christian can disseminate. Or you can call me. I will answer questions about the things I already know. And I'm grateful for you being here, to share these moments with us. And I'm thankful for Heavenly Father to bless me with the strength to overcome all the challenges that I had to face while raising Joshua. I love you all. Thank you.
Love in a family is the best, yeah? That is the best. So it says here that I just thank Lisa and then Rita. Where's Rita? Rita's here? Rita? Rita, come. Rita. Because it's time for Rita. Because now, put your seatbelts on. Okay? Because you're going to need them right now. It's going to be wonderful and moving, needless to say. Rita Bell Fernandez. And some boogie.
You are not alone. Lost in the shadow of the night so cold. Tears like rivers, but the story's untold. I see a fork in the road ahead. Gotta pick a path, no more hiding in my head. First sea I choose, next sea I breathe. This is my life, I've owned to rise to